Buenos tardes, bienvenidos, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually not going to be a vlog. I know, shocking, oh my god, I know. It's actually going to be a story time video, but it's definitely something I've never done before on my channel. Let me set you guys up so you guys can like see, hold on. Is that good? Yay! Okay. Hi guys! You guys have actually seen this background quite a bunch. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new, hi, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my channel. Feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and also hit the bell to turn on my post notifications. Today I'm actually going to be telling you guys a paranormal story time video. I'm really excited. I've actually never talked about my paranormal experiences on camera. I do talk with my family and friends about it because, you know, some of my family has the same experiences or have had similar experiences as me. Some of my friends have had some experiences, or they're, you know, interested in it. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story today, and if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like a part 2 or a part 3 and a part 3, because I have a lot of story times that involve paranormal instances. So I'm excited. Don't come for me. Little disclaimer, if you guys don't believe in the paranormal, if you think you don't believe it, you think it's fake, you think it's all lies, then don't watch this video. Feel free to click off right now to another video or to another one of my videos that pop up along the side. But if you guys love paranormal stuff, if you believe in ghosts, or if you're just genuinely interested and want to know what I'm going to say, then keep on watching this video because we are about to get into it. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Okay. Last year in 2017, I think it was like fall-esque, maybe it was in the fall. I think it was in the fall. Basically, okay, so this is the first paranormal experience, but it's definitely one of the only ones that's ever severely scared the crap out of me. So typically, I never stay home alone at night. I'm fine during the daytime, but at nighttime I refuse to stay home alone. And you're about to find out why. This is actually the instance that changed my mind of why I never stay home alone anymore at night. Okay. So I got home from school. All my classes ended or whatever. I was done for the day. It was about noonish. And my parents were out of town doing on a job. My friend was at work. So I had no one to hang out with, no one to do anything with. My grandmother was busy. So I had no one to hang out with because there was no one here. My sister lives in Texas, so who am I going to hang out with? All my friends are at work or at school still, so I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll just chill at the house with Javi. If you guys don't know who Javi is, he's my dog, my 2-year-old little miniature poodle. And so I was just at the house, just chilling. Me and Javi were watching TV, and it was about 4:30ish. And I texted my mom and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing? Are you guys on your way home? And she's like, no, we're still busy. We're still working, but we should be done in the next few minutes, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, that's cool, because it was getting dark. And I was just, wondering where they were. Because at this point in time, I was completely fine staying home by myself at night. I was completely fine with it. It didn't bother me. I was okay. But at this time, I knew our house was haunted. I've always known our house was haunted. We've always known it was haunted. But I was fine with staying home by myself at this time. So it was like an hour and a half later, so it's around 5 o'clock, and it was starting to get dark at this time. And I know she said they were gonna be finishing up, so I called her and I was like, hey, what are you doing, are you guys done? And she's like, no, we're gonna be a few, maybe another hour and a half, we're still doing stuff. And I was like, okay, that's fine, I was just calling to check on you guys, whatever. So I just go about my business, I'm just scrolling on my phone, I think I was on like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, checking on my social media as one does. And I was watching TV. I believe I was watching Sex and the City or Grey's Anatomy. It was one of those. It was either Sex and the City or Grey's Anatomy. It was one of those. I just can't remember. And me and Javi were just sitting there. It was, keep in mind, me and Javi are the only ones in this house. I'm the only human in this house, okay? Keep this in mind. And we were just sitting there, and all of a sudden, from the very last room on the left of our hallway is my mom's office, craft room, computer room. It has her computer, everything. And in her room, she has this big filing cabinet, and it's a metal filing cabinet. And me and Javi were just sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden, it sounded like someone was kicking the filing cabinet. And it went bam, 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 just like that, just 3 times, just like that. And literally, oh my God, it scared the crap out of me. My dog jumps up, he runs to the hallway, and Javi was like dead asleep. He was dead asleep. He jumps up, goes to the end of the living room, and he looks down the hall, and he starts growling and snarling, like just growling and snarling, and like showing his teeth. And you guys, I was so scared. I like jumped up, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And like, okay, I'm not one to be like, oh my God, something paranormal. Like, I normally try to find a reasonable explanation. I try to rationalize things before I say, oh, the ghost in my house did this. Like, I try to, you know, find out if anything else could have caused it before I'm like, okay, the ghost in my house did it. So that's what I was trying to do. So I was like, oh my God, somebody broke in my house. Like, oh my God, they're like in here, they're gonna kill me. Oh my God. Like, I was, like, my brain was just on like, it was just going crazy at this point in time. And like, I knew nobody could have broken in the house because we have windows that are like storm windows, and they're like double, I don't know if I'm saying it, double pane or double frame, something like that. And it's like glass, screen, and then the inside glass. So there's no, like, you would have to break through a lot, and obviously I would have heard all the commotion, and we have an alarm system. So it would have went off. So I knew nobody broke in the house. So I get up and I just like look down the hallway. And I was so scared, you guys. I like looked down the hallway, and normally now Javi will go wherever I go. If I'll get up and move, he gets up, like he's just right there with me, like my little shadow. And normally he'll take off down the hallway with me. He'll do whatever I do. However, this time, after the filing cabinet was hit just 3 times in a row, you know, just bam, bam, bam. And that was it. That's all it did. And so I got up and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna go see if anything in my mom's room fell, because I was thinking, you know, maybe something that she uses for crafts could have fallen and like, you know, knocked into something else and it fell and hit the filing cabinet. So I was rationalizing, you know, trying to think of stuff that could have happened while I'm walking down the hallway. And I didn't feel Javi or hear him, so I look back and he's just like laying on the floor looking at me. And I'm like, come on, Javi, come with mama, come on, Javi. And he just looks at me and doesn't move. I'm like, come on, Javi, come on. And you guys, my dog, he goes like this. He looks at me and looks behind him like, and then looks back at me like, are you talking to me? And I was like, this is so weird. Like, he always comes. So I knew something was wrong when my dog did not follow me. I even bribed him with a treat, and he did not come. And my dog loves treats. He would not, for anything, come down the hallway with me. For whatever reason, he would not come down the hallway. So I was like, okay, you know, you just stay here, Javi. I'll be right back. So as I'm walking to my mom's craft room at the end of the hall on the left, because it's her craft room and then my bedroom's right here. Well, my bedroom is before the craft room, then it's my mom's craft room. So I go in there, and as I get closer, it gets really cold. Like, it's really cold. But like the house was actually fairly warm. Like, it wasn't really cold in the house. It wasn't really hot in the house. It was just like, you know, room temperature. So I was fine. I wasn't freezing to death or anything. But I'm not kidding you, her craft room was ice cold. Like, it was so cold. And I walk in, I'm looking around, and literally everything is in place. Nothing fell, nothing was on the floor, nothing that I could see fell and hit the cabinet. So I'm sitting there and I was like, oh my God. And I just got this feeling that I wasn't the only person in the room. And keep in mind, I'm the only human home, so obviously I should be the only person in the room. But I just had this feeling like I was not alone in the room, and I just felt very uneasy. And I honestly, you guys, I was so terrified. And I was like, what in the world could have done that? And I was sitting there, and as I was thinking, I was like, oh my God. And I started to realize that it was in fact the ghost in my house. And I remembered something, because they say that if something only does things in a series of threes, then it's mocking the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And, oh my gosh. And for some reason that flashed in my brain, and I was like, oh my God. And when that happens, they say that it's something demonic, because they're mocking the Holy Trinity. And I was like, oh my God, like I started freaking out. You guys, I was so scared and freaked out. I literally started crying because I was like, oh my God, there's something demonic in my house. Like I was freaking out because it only did it bam, 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 and that was it. And it sounded like somebody who had like a really heavy foot kicking it as hard as they possibly could. And it just did that, just those 3 times, and that was it. You guys, I ran out of there. I grabbed my phone. I was literally in tears. I called my grandmother and I was like, oh my God, grandmama. I was crying. I was explaining to her and she was like, you know, just pray, just say your rosary. Everything is okay. I was like, I already did that. I still feel scared. You guys, I literally, oh my God, I wish I had my camera back then and I would have pulled it out and like done the story time right then and there. But you guys, I was literally so scared. Like I was so terrified. And I called my mom and dad. I was like, oh my God, are you guys on your way home? Are you coming home? And I'm like, I don't want to be home alone anymore. I'm scared. Come home. And she was like, why? What's the matter? And so I explained it to her. And she was like, no, it's okay. Like, you know, we're not too far from home. We'll be there any minute. You guys, I stood at the door with the door wide open, just the screen door closed. I was scared. My dog, I had left the hallway open. My dog still never went down there at all. He just did not go down there. I was so terrified. And the whole entire time I was waiting for my parents, I literally still felt like there was somebody in the room with me. And I was shaking. I was crying. I was so terrified. So ever since that incident, I will no longer stay at my house by myself at night. Now in the daytime, like right now as I'm filming this, I know it looks kind of dark, but I think it's like 4 o'clock right now. I'm completely 100% okay and completely fine to stay at home alone during the daytime. However, when it starts getting dark, I don't like it because I get like things always happen to me in my house, and when it starts getting dark, the activity in my house gets progressively worse. Like in the daytime, you know, little incidents, you know, here and there happen, but at night, I think that's when their like energies at high, because they go haywire. Like it goes crazy. Like more stuff happens at night in my house, and it mostly happens to me. Like my parents have had a bunch of paranormal experiences, some when I haven't been here, some while I was asleep, some that, you know, and they were home alone. I can probably get them on camera and let them tell you their own, you know, their experiences, because I don't really know the whole entire story. I just know what happened. But things most of the time happen to me, and it always happens when either I'm the only one awake at night or I'm by myself. So if my parents go out of town for the weekend to do jobs or something, or just like a little romantic, you know, vacation or whatever, weekend getaway, I always have either my cousin come stay with me or my best friend, or I go stay with someone. I will not stay here in this house by myself at night. I refuse to, and I won't do it anymore. No, I won't do it anymore. But thank you guys. If you guys literally made it all through this video, you guys are troopers, because that was a little told out of order. I really should have planned it out better. That was a little out of order, but it really did terrify me. I was really scared. That's literally the only paranormal experience that's ever happened to me that literally terrified me. Like any of my other experiences, they're not really that scary. They're not that bad. So I was never afraid. And even the ones that are more recently that have happened to me didn't really, you know, didn't scare me. I'm not afraid of those. But this is the only paranormal experience I've ever had that scared me to death. Like scared me to tears, literally. Recently that have happened to me didn't really, you know, didn't scare me. I'm not afraid of those. But this is the only paranormal experience I've ever had that scared me to death. Like scared me to tears, literally to tears. I was literally scared. But yeah, if you guys made this video, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below and let me know if you've ever had anything paranormal or weird or really hard to explain happen to you in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if you'd like me to film a part 2 and part 3. Or actually, if you guys would just like me to make this a series on my channel, because like I said, I have had a lot of paranormal experiences.
Here are some TV shows. The Walking Dead, Vanderpump Rules, Madam Secretary, The Resident, The Royals. Do you want to hear the next 5 shows?
Oh my god. Okay, creepy stuff like that happens to me all the
Grey's
time.
Anatomy, Timeless, The Blacklist, The Good Doctor, Unreal. Want the next 5 shows?
I am so glad I caught this on camera. This happens to me all the freaking time, you guys.
I found one option, Alta Beauty on Peckerland Mall Drive. Want to try that one?
You guys, I never even said anything to my phone and it just started talking.
I don't understand. I never even said anything to my phone. But I could search the web for it.
You guys, that happens to me all the time. I don't know if that's anything paranormal, but it's really weird that I'm literally talking to you guys about one of my paranormal experiences and my phone decides to do that. Like, that happens a whole bunch to me in my house. It even happened to me once at my grandmother's house, but I'm going to save that for another video. So if you guys want to know the story time that takes place with my cell phone at my grandmother's house, then be sure to like this video and also comment down below and let me know. And be sure to let me know if you guys want me to make this a series on my channel, because I really like telling you guys these stories. And it's nice to finally be able to sit down and actually talk about them on my channel, because I've been wanting to do that for such a long time, but I wasn't sure if you guys would be interested. But if you are, let me know. I love you guys so much. Until next time, mucho, 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 mucho besos. And I will see you guys all in the next video, which may be another story time or maybe a cover. I don't know. Who knows? I love you guys. Nos vemos!